Okay, so after step one, where you've reported your injury like you're required to do, you need to actually file a claim. They are two separate things, they're not the same. Okay, so you report and then you file. All right, you're going to either file a CA1 or a CA2. So the CA1 is a traumatic injury form. So say you're a postal worker and you're walking across the yard, you step in a hole, you roll your ankle, and you've got an injury from doing so. All right. Now that is a single incident where you got injured on a single shift on a single day. That's traumatic injury. Okay. So you're going to file a CA1 to get your claim started. Now, what's important about the CA1 is just below about halfway through that page, you're going to see a couple of check boxes. The first one's going to be continuation of pay. That's a key box. You want to make sure you tick that box, okay? Because the first 3 days are on you. You can use sick leave or whatever you want to do, but those are on you. But after those first 3 days, you've got 45 days now where you can have time to recover from your injury, get treatment, get better, and hopefully, fingers crossed, at the end of that 45 days, you're good back to work. But you get afforded that time off to get better, and you get paid while doing that for up to 45 days. Okay? So very important, tick that box just below halfway on that CA1 form for a continuation of pay. Now that does not apply to a CA2. Okay, because the CA2 is not a traumatic injury. It's something that happened over time. All right, so let's just say you are a postal carrier again and you have a walking route. You're walking 13 to 15 miles a day. All right, or you've got a lot of business curbside and you're in and out of that LLV or ProMaster van constantly, and you're stepping, twisting every time you get out of that van or LLV, and your knees start to hurt after a while, and you're realizing that your knees are hurting, and they're hurting more, and they're hurting more, and they're hurting more. Then you start to realize you just went on vacation, your knees didn't bother you that bad, but then you return to work, and by the end of the day your knees are killing you. You're icing them, you're doing whatever you need to do, you're using Voltaren, you're putting wraps on your knees to work, and all of a sudden it's like, aha, it's worse when I'm at work. It's because of work. Look at what I've done for 12, 20 years at the post office. My knees hurt, and that could be leading to a diagnosis of osteoarthritis of your knees. All right, so that's a prime example of a CA2 claim. Okay, you want, for those that happened over time, they call it an occupational disease. That's a CA2 form. Now on that one, as on your CA1, a traumatic injury, you're going to have a date of injury. You're going to have basically two dates of injury on your CA2 form. So there's when you notice that you started having the pain, and then there's the date that you notice that it was from work, right? So you're going to make sure you get both those dates on there, all right? So that's the CA2 form. And remember, you report, then you file a claim. That filing a claim is you're either filling out a CA1 or a CA2. If you have any questions, let us know. We'll help you out.